Welcome back, everyone, to the 5th round of the Reykjavik Open here in Reykjavik, Iceland. In this 5th round, I'm playing another local player, rated 1882. And the way I got this pairing after drawing 3 IMs is actually how accelerated pairings work. And because my opponent actually is doing very well, he beat a 21 under. And because he's gotten slightly easier opponents than me, he's up to 3 out of 4. So he has a higher score than me. So that's how I got this pairing. So I kind of have to win this game, and I decided to play the move Knight of 3 and G3. This is what I like to do against lower rated players. Just play something solid, and so they can't pepper me. So Knight C6, I play Bishop G2, D5, reverse Grunfeld, and here I was fully expecting something like takes, E6. These are the only things I've faced in this line before. So he plays Knight F6, castles, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna play E6, he's going to do something, and then he played Bishop G4. And the only reason I knew what to do against this is because I've studied the Grunfeld from the black side, and without castles, Knight E5 is the best move when it's equal. So I knew that, okay, Knight E5 is at minimum not worse for me. Castles can only be helpful. So I played Knight E5. My opponent thought for like 30 minutes here, because I don't think he prepped Bishop G4, I think he just played it. But Knight E5 is very interesting. Now the best move, and the point is you can't take this with the knight, because I take, and then I play E3. Both knights are hanging, and you lose, which is the whole point. And I think C takes is the best move, and after, like, it gets interesting, because after, like, takes, I looked at E4, the knight F6, takes, something like this, and I couldn't evaluate this, but, like, C4, knight B6, I thought, okay, I thought it was only a little bit better, and the computer is, like, plus 0.5, which is fair. But Bishop H5 is what my opponent played. Now here I saw something and I was like, I remember in the real Grunfeld, Bishop H5 is not a good move because of takes, and D takes D5. I vaguely remembered this. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the pawn because also I thought about it for like 5 minutes and it's like, okay, this seems logical, right? Like he can't really win the pawn back easily. And he played D5, I played B4. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take the pawn, hold on to it. He can't really win it back easily. So A5 and my plan here is just C3. I can do other things like Bishop B2, but C3 is easy, just defend the pawn. And then yeah, here he took, which I didn't like because it undoubles my pawns and give me just a passed A pawn for free. I'm like, okay, I'll take Bishop to E7, and I'm already up like 45 minutes, and I have this position. So I play Bishop B2. He plays Queen C7. Queen D2. I'm just playing natural moves fast. Yeah, here I thought for a bit before playing A4. My plan here is just, I could have gone A3 and just played it slow. I was going to go A4, A5, A4, A5. Knight C3, Knight A4, and F6. So this is my plan here, and also go E3 at some point to get this pawn out of the way. I could go Queen G5, maybe. I thought about this, but I didn't like that he can take my pawn and it gets messy. Apparently that's not, this isn't even good, but yeah, he can just go D4. And this is closing down my position. A4, yeah, Rook 88, and I could tell he didn't really know what to do, so I just played Knight A3, because I saw he wanted to play Knight E4 at some point. I thought about A5, but I also want to play B5 at some point. And if I allow him, like, my first plan was Rook C1. But allowing him to play Knight E4 I didn't really think was the best. Because takes, like, Queen C2, I thought he had Bishop G5. And E3, suddenly my life scores are super weak, and it's not so clear. Okay, I'm still better with Knight D2, but it's scary with Queen D7, Queen H3 at any moment he can come in. So, I decided to play Knight A3. Trying to stop Knight E4 because I can, if Knight E4 now, I can just take and Queen C2, and I don't have to move the E pawn. I can play Knight C4, and I'm just winning basically. But he played Knight D7, and then here I'm like, okay, I played E3 just to get the pawn out of the way. Now here apparently A5 is super strong. I missed so many opportunities to just play A5 and be like, almost completely winning. Because the point is, I'm just gonna push the A pawn down and restrict the position. So Knight A3, Knight D7. Instead, I played E3, which is what I was planning. F5, and yeah, here I was like, okay, yeah, he's getting desperate. F5. He has only 19 minutes to. He's getting desperate with F5. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play a move instantly here, F4. I'm gonna play F4 instantly because I'm trying to make him fix the structure. Then I go Knight C2, and this is just winning. So he plays Bishop F6. I expected this. I'm like, okay, I'll just play Rook C1. Yeah, here I can apparently take, and I thought about this, like takes and Bishop D4 is just super easy. Like takes, this is just borderline just completely winning. But I played Rook A C1. Take, Queen a7, I take. Knight takes f6. Queen c2. I'm defending the pawn. Now, apparently this isn't good. Apparently I should go a5 right away. Because playing queen c2, my queen needs to be on d2, so I can have a c2 square. I should just give up on my plan of b5 entirely and play a5. Which I didn't really think was very good. I was still trying to hold out hope of one day playing b5. But here he has d4, and I'm not even much better. I thought I could take this pawn, but apparently the d pawn is just enough counterplay to maybe keep black in the game. Which is interesting. So he played rook a8. I'm like, okay, now I have to play a5. There's nothing else. And then he plays knight e4, and I'm like, okay, he missed something here. He has 8 minutes on the clock to make 18 moves. I'm like, there's no way that this game is going to end in like 5 moves. I played queen d3, and I knew he was going to miss after rook b8. I knew he was going to miss knight c2. Well, knight c2 not missed, but like at this point, knight d4 is what he missed. And you can't take the pawn because there's this, and it's very hard. I'm like, okay, the game is going to end in like 5 moves. Like queen d7, like he has 5 minutes, 15 moves. I just was like, I'll play slow, improving moves. Rook d8, and I'm just playing every move instantly. Rook c1. And yeah, here apparently I can already lunge with b5. I should be more decisive. b5 here, I thought about, but I thought takes. But I guess I can go here. Giving the pawn is nothing because I get in. I should create problems when he has 5 minutes. So I was just like, I'll play slowly. Rook c8. I'm like, let's keep playing slowly. a6. Bishop g6. I'm like, okay, he can't do anything anymore. Apparently b5 here is just completely winning. C takes, rook takes, and yeah, rook takes here just like is over. I was like, aha, I have a trick. I can go h3, and I can first get my king out of the way, and then I can like do something over here. I'm like, okay, but he has like a minute on the clock, so I'm just playing every move instantly, slow improving moves, waiting for him to implode. So he played queen a7. That's what I was like, and then yeah, here again b5 is completely winning, and if I play b5 here, the game's gonna end in like 5 moves. Like queen takes b5, like my c pawn is too strong. I thought I could just take apparently. This is not good. Oh yeah, I should have like just considered b5, but I thought, oh, I'm just gonna win. Bishop takes c4. Because if f takes queen e3, and this is just dominating, I don't have to calculate. Sorry, queen e2, because queen e3 hangs the ball. And then I realized you can go d takes, and it's not so simple. And I played queen c4. Knight takes c6 just wins on the spot. Now you have to calculate some stuff, but I was like, I'm just gonna play queen c4. Which is really, really bad, by the way. I did something really stupid in this game. I tried to win without calculating. Or convert without calculating, which you just can't do. That's how you give your opponent chances, is trying to convert without calculating. And he went bishop f7, and I realized I have to give the a pawn. Now, luckily, it's not losing. Or, luckily, this isn't saving the game for him, because I can take this pawn. And I calculated queen e2, king g1, and I'm safe. So I luckily have this idea to just be safe, but it's still like scary. And yeah, he played rook d5, and I realized, wait, he's defending his f pawn, and suddenly I don't have a good way in. And he has 2 minutes to make 7 moves. I'm like, okay, I have to find a way in. I play rook a1. I have to defend the pawn. He goes h6. I'm like, okay, well I have to play. I'll play rook d1. Just put my rook king h7. He's just making moves fast. He has 5 moves to make. Now here I consider g4, but I'm like, I don't want to expose my king, even though I have 45 minutes to do whatever I want. I should have just thought this position through. But I was like, I'll play rook d2, and now it's the closest to equal that it's been all game. Because here I can go queen d7. Whoops, sorry, not there. Queen d7. And I can't really push easily. See, I thought I was just going to play rook a d1 or something. I probably would have played knight d3 in the game. But here he has like some rook e8 and like push the e1. There's some counterplay here, and it's not so clear. But it's hard to do that with low time, and he played rook c7. And I thought I was winning throughout this. I didn't see the queen d7 is that good. But yeah, rook c7, and after this, I feel like it's clean. But that's like the one chance he had. He could have gone queen d7 and like really made it difficult for sure. But I played knight c2, rook d7, takes knight d4. Yeah, I thought he would take with the rook, and I would still block the file because if I trade a pair of rooks off, I think it's less dangerous because the a pawn is still ready to run. But I still have to figure out a plan. Takes knight d4, and then yeah, this is his last move. Time control. I played h4. Because I'm going to play king h3 and then figure it out. Then he played queen b8, and I realized, okay, here now I have to start being decisive. I can't just keep sitting, because if I keep sitting, he's going to try and like the rook a7. I can't keep sitting. I have to play b5. And I finally played this. It shouldn't have taken me this long to play b5, but yeah, c takes. I played c6. We both got an extra 30 minutes. I did not need it. But like I already had 45 minutes. I don't think I wasn't using my time anyway. But yeah, he got his extra time. But luckily, I'm already winning. Like if he got his extra time back in like move 35, it would have been a game. But b5, c6, and it's over because I'm gonna go queen c5, and I'm gonna play a7, and like the knight is too strong. Like bishop c4, I went a7. Just queen b6, queen b7. You just take the rook, and it's over. And he resigned. So that was game 5. It was overall pretty clean. Like I took the pawn, I had a good opening. I feel like, and my time management was a lot better than his up until the end where I started speeding up for no reason. That's when I needed to start like sit and calculate. Like I have so many winning moves. Like this is winning. Like I should have just like gone for this. But like I thought here rook takes c5. Yeah, there's so many ways I can just easily see through. Just like b6 just wins on the spot. There's so many lines I can just like look at. Like takes. There's so many lines that just win. I should have gone for one of them. But yeah, there's a lot to learn from this game, even though I did win against an 1800. Next round, I'm probably going to be playing somebody good. So stay tuned for that. It's also a double round tomorrow, so there'll be 2 games in the next recap. So I'll see you guys then. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you then. All right, bye.